is a Sinach with Ulungire Siyabonga. Well, that has been beautiful worship, but right about now we are diving into the business treasure. Right about now, Tuina Kitty. Kitty Ali, very passionate and of course a professional in interior designing. We have seen trends change across the different years, and people painting their houses colorfully, and of course people also embracing wooden houses for different reasons. And of course bw'oyingideko mu nyumba n'osanga nga elabika bulungi nnyo n'ogamba wow, maybe these guys have a lot of money. People are investing in their houses. And so in order for you to start this business, Kitty has a great wealth of experience Jagendo kubanga tugamba this beautiful morning, and I'm very, very excited to know and hear all that is there for us today. So in case you'd want to ask any questions, nsaba okose number 074 mukaga 045 okubanga osindika ekibuzo choinawo tujja kuba tukiddamu butereevu ddala nnyo. And well, it's a chilly morning, kakasa wefunirako ku coffee era wefunirako also some tea to make sure you stay warm. Of course, it rained very early in the morning, as early as 4 a.m. and many parts of Kampala are really, really wet. And so let us find out how our guest is doing, and also mubuuze ebibuuzo ebyo okubanga naawe otandika business eno. Good morning, Katie.
Good morning,
and
Angel.
How are you doing?
I'm well, thank you.
How was the jam and the rain getting here?
The jam was crazy.
Oh dear.
And the rain is lovely always.
Oh yes. Thank you for making time for business a treasure.
Thank you for inviting me.
And someone is watching you and saying, hey, you just said that ladies in interior design. Can you just take us through how it has been for you?
Okay, actually, point of correction, I'm an interior architect.
And interior design and interior architect are different.
They are different.
So just help us
So
understand.
interior architecture merges architecture and then interiors as well. Then interior design is more into the furnishing,
the
look, the like furniture, curtains, you know, and also going into painting. But now they're even going beyond, yeah. But now we also go deeper into the technical bit of it. So that's the difference. I
think whenever we hear interior, for us to just finish design, and I'm very glad we have an architecture inside. How has it been for you for the past years in terms of working different projects for people and seeing you birth something from paper to until it comes to life?
It has been wonderful. Only that my experience, I've worked like in Europe, then in East Africa, South Africa and West Africa. So my experience is in Europe, of course, things are much better, things are done faster. So and also clients know what you're going to provide for service. And then here in Uganda, by the time I came, it wasn't. I think at that time I was the first interior architect.
Which year was that?
In 2005.
Oh my God.
So when I returned, it was fresh and clients were not many, so I had to leave. So when I left, of course, in other countries, they had already picked up.
Yes.
So work was fantastic there. Then finally I came back and now it's picked up. There are so many people in interior design. Clients want beautiful homes. They want to, especially they want to see what they've seen on TV abroad. They want to have it done in their homes.
Yes.
So it's now becoming more lively and interesting. And clients now understand the profession. Not all of them, some of them need to know, okay, I'm paying you this money, what service am I getting? What are you going to render?
Wow.
Okay, so that is the bit of it, that they are more informed now than the time I had returned. Yeah.
Wawakulanga gamba Kitty, Oluganda olumanyi.
Oluganda olumanyi.
Muna goluzungu, of course, katusoke tujja tulowoozamuko.
Kale.
Wasanga otya the European, the East Africa and the Uganda in terms of housing and architecture?
Okay, Europe more is you have to follow regulations. Even if you're going to cut down a tree, you know, you need to go to council.
Oh my God.
Africa is different because here the laws are lax. So, but now, like, because now in the architectural society, we are now coming to enforce laws. So now, like, you can't have a house without a plan in Kampala City. KCCA is becoming tough on that policy.
Yes.
So more law is enforced. And also when you talk about, now let's go to the katogele ku design. Katogela mu design, Europe of course mu design balina materials that are durable, good, birabika bulungi, naye bw'ojja eno olaba nti no customer ayagala ekintu kirungi naye olina okukireeta nga kive, olina okukimportinga nga kiva ebweru. Kati osanga ebintu biguma, kati olina okuyiyayiya ne busamples obuli wano, no mixingako, no becoming like a DIY.
Do it yourself.
Do it yourself.
Yes.
Ng'okyekolera ng'okiyiiya olaba nti no kirabise bulungi.
Soko tubulire okubanga oyingidde architectural interior architectural. Do you go pulira mubera mwina licenses also kubanga mukola?
Yes, mwina okuba registered, mwina okubanga mwina license. So me as registered in the UK, gye nasomera gye nakolera nenkumawo. But nkola ne registered architect kubanga oyo registered architect ya submitting ebipapula by'omukaaso alina okuteekako stamp ye. Naye osanga abantu tebakitegeera, babakubira plan ne batuula ne plan zaabwe. Kati olunaku ne lutuuka kanso negamba leeta plan nga teriko stamp, nga tokitegedde nti no wali olina okugenda to registered architect akuyambe akukolera ebintu byonna. Ate ennaku zino submission bagikola online mu Kampala. So bw'oba otalina architect, genda ku Bible House, there is an office. That's where the Architectural Society sits. Bakuyambe, you ask all the information, bakuwa information yonna gy'oyagala bajja kugikuwa.
Soko tubulire the market, especially mu Europe ne Uganda. How have you found it in terms of Uganda ba customer bagamba nsalirako baba US bo bagamba any money you point to?
Aba US bategeera nti no bw'ogenda kukola ekintu esente zigenda kuba, they know it is value for money, bagenda kumanya nti kijja kuba value for money, n'ekirala esente zijja kuba nyingi. Naye wano omuntu bw'omugamba esente asooka n'atya, naye by'ogenda okumukolera byetaaga sente. Kubanga just kugenda ku ground obulira client site visit 150 oba it's out of town 300 and beyond. Agamba ezo sente ogenda kunkolera ki? But no, I'm going to write you a report, I'm going to do a feasibility study, ngenda kukola site analysis, tulaba omusana gye guva, empewo ze ziyita, all those details. Soil, is it a sloping, is it flat, enyumba tugenda kugiteekawo egenda kufeesingawa, ebyo bintu byonna bikola mu sente ezo. Naye muntu akulaba n'agamba ono mubbi, ezo sente zivaamu kukuba plan. Really? Omuntu omanyi how long architect study? 7 years. Tulinga ba doctor. And then you want to pay me 150,000 to draw a plan? It's not possible.
Ate nkwagadde nnyo Kiti. Naye omuntu abuuza erinnya lye ddala gwali?
My name is Atukunda Kakuranga.
Atukunda munange. Biki by'osobodde okuba nga weekolera as an interior architecture?
Kati, one thing I can say is mentally I've become, I think, absorbing. I'm a learner. I also teach kati nsomesa abaana ku university. Yes. And then me myself, so sente zivaamu kusomesa abaana. Olaba ennaku zino Kampala eguma nnyo, it's so hard. Egumye. So nze n'ebyemotoka naki nabivaako, even dressing smart nabivaako, ekikulu kusomesa abaana. Sente zivaamu kusomesa abaana. The youngest is 10 now. N'abaana babiri 13 and 10.
Wow. Kyekira ky'osobola okwekolera?
Ekirala. Basically what I can say right now, I have plans, but I don't want to talk about them until they have come to fruition.
Yes.
But what I would advise...
Social capital yetakoze?
Social capital, of course, ekuze nnyo. But it wasn't, kankubulire bw'oba oli Bulaaya, bw'okomawo toyina mikwano, toyina...
You are detached.
Oli detached. kati mikwano gyo ye family. Family ye kugamba kati waliwo nayagala nyumba kamuwe namba yo. Naye bw'otuula mu kifo kimu n'otambula n'ogenda mu ma office kati nze bwe nakomawo I was so lucky natuula mu office of one architect. He's a registered architect. Natula mu office ye nga muyamba but abantu bwe bajja n'agamba interior architect wuno oba mwagala interiors biki ajja kubayamba. Awo social capital n'etandika okukula. Naye bw'otuula waka teri ajja kukola.
Before we call in for people asking questions, njagala otubulira about the interior architecture. Do you become independent mumaze okusoma once you get that license? Kitambula kiti?
Kati nze nali nina okukolera abantu kati ebyetusoma bituyamba naye bibeera walimu practical. Nze kyanyamba natandikira mu technical college. Nensoma ebyokukola furniture, welding, ebyo byonna. Nenva mu college nengenda mu university. Kati nenjiga hands-on making ne theory. Of course walimu ne practical okukuba plan, make things look beautiful visually. Kati bw'oba tokoze n'abantu kigenda
kuwa kalubya nnyo. It's gonna be hard.
It's gonna be hard. So nze nakolera abantu because I graduated in 2005. I started working in Europe and I worked till I returned in 2007. Nenkolera other architects, Symbion, the one that is doing the Justice building, has done so many buildings in Kampala. So when amala nengenda independent, so you have to learn how an office works. So boy, you gotta be independent. Naye bw'oki just fall in.
Onokigwamu kibera hard.
Wow,
leka tuulize ku bantu abatulaba. If you're joining us right about now, Tina Omtala Kiti is an interior architecture. Ate nga abaddeko ebuvanjuba, abaddeko Europe, abaddeko mu East Africa ne Uganda. Era be bantu abatereza ne bakudesigningira ekintu kyoyagala kiveeyo. Era gwe nga gwatulaba nga wandyagadde okuyingira in this business. She has a wealth of experience. Njagala okose number 07-Nyamukaga-050 okubanga obuuza expert waffe ekibuuzo kyonna, especially in this business of interior architecture. How does an interior architecture differ from a surveyor?
From
a surveyor.
From a surveyor. A surveyor, okay, I won't speak much on it because I've not done surveying, but basically, like we use them, like when we need someone to check the contours, topography of the land. That's when a surveyor comes in. They have their machines, they set them up, then they get those levels, and then they send them to us, and then we use them for the project.
Yes. Kiti, soko tubulireko obanga o designing a nyumba, or mazogikola plan, like we saw on the screen. How much money do you bag with?
How much money
do you bag with? It's a hard question because this is the business treasure.
Okay. When I had returned, I used to charge $1,000.
1,000.
Yes.
That is about 3 point. Is it 3.5?
3.5. Yeah. Now it's gone up a bit higher to 4 to 5.
Okay.
Yes. And also, that is if we are doing the whole package.
Okay.
But sometimes people come for consultation. Some just want me to go see their site and give them ideas, and that's all. So you don't have to think, oh my God, Kitty is too expensive, I can't come. No, come, we sit, we talk, and we see where we can fit in with the budget that you have, what we can do for you. If we can't, we refer you to someone who can do the work. Yes.
Wow. In this journey, it's almost like decades. Chicholabi that has been outstanding. There could be maybe you helped a client and told them, let's go in this direction. Namana gamba, kola, and later actually maybe the house could have collapsed. Could there be a weird experience? Maybe you learned from it and you say that I will never forget that.
What can I say? So basically, some clients, I will speak in general because we advise.
Yeah.
And they go ahead and do things, and you find, especially now with staircases, you find the stair is positioned, the staircase
Amadala tegenkana.
tegenkana ate okulinya olinya lino liwanvu kano katono, then you're like, but boss twakugamba tusobola okuyamba naye oyagala kukola bibyo netukuleka. Then the doors, omuntu agenda akola olugi n'osanga ekitanda like because it's supposed to be standard 900.
Okay.
900 and
as the measurements
as you want, yes, those are standards. Naye omuntu agenda n'akola 800 nga olina okukola bwoti kuyingira oba 7.5 nga bintu bikaluba naye, and then you're like, this is what we are here for, to advise you. Then the ceiling nga room yonna ebbugumu kubanga the ceiling is low, ebintu ng'ebyo.
Wow. I'm very excited. Bubaka Chebo osobola okubanga ogamba business people in your field n'ababa aspiring.
Now, from my experience, gender business mu Uganda kati. When we go to sites, bwe tugenda ku site tusangayo aba China, tusangayo aba Turkey, kati eyo competition kati. Kati oze oli munya Uganda, of course abanya Uganda bo bagala white face.
White.
Kati you have to be, what is your value? Kati bano, some of them have not studied the whole, because as we have papers, for them they come with their white skin. Not all of them, some of them have an idea of what they are doing. Then they come with their price. Of course, their price is there and they are coming with turnkey. When gamba turnkey, it means you open, you enter, everything is there. That is the service they are providing. So now we have to get to that level. Omuntu oba oli mu business eno olina okulaba nti no byonna byokola from start to finish, okola ceiling, floor, biki, you have to have all those in one. Kubanga customer enaku zino byayagala.
Wow. Kitty, what do you think the interior architectures in Uganda are not doing right and they should be doing it well?
What do I think they are not doing right? The thing is, I don't follow what other people are not doing.
Maybe you would have observed that everyone does this, they don't do enough survey, or everyone is just after money but not delivering quality work.
Okay, I would say that the technical bit of it is lacking because you can wake up and you're an artist and say, tomorrow I'm an interior designer. But some of us have gone to school for 7 years for it. So that technical bit has to be harnessed so that you give a good service.
Quality
and the
service.
client is not just saying, okay, you painted my thing, na paint no wakola paint chisijitegira. It's not working. So, and also when you're choosing paint, okay, vis-a-vis just the color, the functionality of that paint.
Wow.
Is it easy to clean?
Tulabekeza mosquito repellent.
Ebintu ngebyo client ayagala ki? Asula eyo mu nyanja ensiri bwe ziri, so you have to make sure paint yo gitegeera, materials zo zitegeera, those things.
Wow.
An application, if you're going to put wood on the wall, how you make sure that wood is going to be able to hold on to that wall and not just enaku bwezijja and it comes off, because weather changes wood, so you need to understand the wood. Has it been treated well before you apply it?
Wow.
So things like that is what we learn when we are in school.
Wow.
And we keep reading and learning, we don't stop.
Wow. Where does the power lie? Does it lie in referrals of other customers, or it lies in sitting in office and other people keep coming to visit you?
The way I see things now is for sitting and benching on sites.
Wow.
Because like recently I was on a site, Chinese came, Turkish came, they are all interior designers, they want the job. Client has to pick. Yes, so you can't be in your office waiting for a client.
Oh my God.
Yes,
wow.
That's how competition in Uganda has come up now. Yes.
Well, there's a question here coming in from Faith. Faith is asking, and she says, hey, Mrs. Kitty, how comes that we have seen some buildings collapse?
Okay, buildings collapse mostly because the initial foundation, that means the planning. So now, even if you use an architect, when an architect gives you the plan and does the calculations, passes them on to the engineer, the engineer also has to make sure that he's using the proper ratios and going with what the architect has recommended.
Wow.
But osanga nabo ba client bajja ne bagamba ezo nsawo nyingi kendeza. Apart from also the site guys, the workers stealing, even maybe the engineer also trying to make a little bit money off materials, those things. So that's how you find buildings collapsing. Naye ekizimbe bwe kigwa bakubira architect, ekizimbe kigudde oliwa naye nze nakuba plan.
And my job
and
is
you
done.
know, very few clients are willing to pay us to go supervise their sites, but now it's becoming mandatory. An architect has to have the name on the board with the engineer, and you've seen that, so that if anything happens, those are the first people to deal with.
Wow.
Yes.
Katulabe kino ekisembayo onagamba, hey, thank you for the show. My wall keeps peeling off. What is causing that?
That is damping.
Damping.
Yes. Is the wall painted? Is it peeling? Is it swelling? If it's swelling and peeling off, that is damping. Damping, that is moisture seeping from underground into the wall, or from if there is leakage in the house, so they need to check that. Yes.
Okay. This one, very last one, many responses. This is new. I think people are very excited. Yeah. And then someone says that how come that interior designers tend to be more smart when you give them the job, that they take over the idea you have given them?
Now, number one, because I'm an educator, I always tell my students, because this is what I've learned, client is key. It is their dream, not yours.
Yeah.
So you have to implement and also advise. So their dream, sit down with them, bring their dream to fruition, and also advise accordingly.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know, our time is fast spent, but I just really feel it should have been really long.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. And people really have so many questions, and I feel maybe some other day we'll have.
Yeah, sure, please. You're free to invite me.
Oh yes, but I would like us to close it right here, and also thank our audience for being great and asking these amazing questions. You can imagine someone saying my wall keeps peeling off, but they really do not even understand where the problem is.
Yes.
But what I pick from this conversation is get someone qualified.
Yes.
Okaka sente so after 10 years, the houses actually you've seen construct in 2 years. Nina kanga ibado for 15 years, and you're like, where has the problem been? But from this amazing conversation, or what was utulazente funo muntu agwani.
And we are okay, right? As for 2020, there are 256, but I think the number has gone up. Registered architects, brilliant minds. So please go to Bible House, USA, the office is there, and get someone qualified to assist you.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you, Katie.
You're welcome.
Well, our dear viewers, Mobalokovera very participative in today's conversation. It was good to have Katie. Netongera kubye nyumba abamukomwe katumwinako some answers. One key takeaway for me is make sure you get someone that is qualified. I'll be signing off right here and right now. Thank you for tuning in. We'll be back tomorrow, so stay tuned on Promise TV.